Oh, my man.
Servus.
Servus, how are you, Benny?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, we are fine. I see Carsten since
6 months.
6 months, and so now I'm very happy.
Wow.
We have him back, and to see you, beautiful.
It's been longer than 6 months, you and me, but but it's good to see you too.
The last time, yeah. Waren wir das letzte Mal mit ihm unterwegs?
Yeah, in Dundee.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you still play in the second league, so now it's a long time.
Yeah, it's since there I see Carsten, and now it's the first time he was in Tenerife with his family, and Corona. But now we are back in business.
Carsten had a nice holiday compared to us.
Yeah, really nice.
He was playing golf. I saw he was playing golf and enjoying the sunshine.
And Benny.
Tiger Woods too.
Yeah.
So the next Just Us videos is with golf, to play golf, how to play golf.
Football golf.
Yeah. So how are you, my friend? How it feels to be in the first league in Scotland, to play against some tough guys? How is it?
Yeah, no, it's good. It feels good. It's obviously a tougher challenge every week. The players are getting better, and it's a challenge for our team to get better and improve as well. So no, it's really enjoyable.
It's a difference between the second league big, or is it smaller?
No, I think is reasonably big. It's I think in the second league, like any second league in the world, anybody can beat anybody a little bit. Sometimes you get some freak results, and I think in the first division in any country, I think you have your very top teams who compete for championships. You've got your regular teams who compete for European spots. You've got your teams who trying to survive, trying to avoid relegation and stuff. So I think the difference is definitely there. Having no fans, we're still having no fans, which is obviously not great. But the level of competition has definitely gone up this year, and also the level of playing week in, week out. You might have a run of games where you have like the top four, 4 weekends in a row. And so no, I definitely think the difference is bigger than people think.
Yeah, and there are tough games and really close games. The last games or all your games in the first league are close, and
yeah,
you lose some games very unlucky.
Yeah, so we started the season. We had to, we woke up a little bit and thought, oh, you know what? Every mistake gets punished. So we had a few close games where we lost, where it was either a little bit of a lack of concentration, or whether the opposition just put so much pressure on us that eventually they got the breakthrough. So which was something we would have done to teams in the second division last year.
Yeah.
If you go into the game as favorites and stuff, but the games are close, the games are hard fought, and sometimes it's just details that decide the games, whether it's a set piece or whether it's just one individual moment, a moment of magic. So that's the level of football we're at now.
True words. Yeah, Carsten don't know it. He play golf, but
I watch your scenes a lot, Benny. And in the last year, you had a lot of great saves from long shots. And this year, you had a lot of saves in 1-versus-1. So my question is, did you also adapt your training sessions when you noticed that the shots were different, or the approaches to your goal, or you continue training the same way?
Yeah, good question. Goalkeeper training itself hasn't changed that much, because you have to prepare for everything. You just never know. Every opportunity, every time the opposition has the ball, that's an opportunity for them to score. So anything could happen. But if when you play against better teams, they're going to have more possession of the ball, which means they like to play it around you, which means they're going to get closer to your goal. They're trying to put crosses in. They're trying to play little through balls between the defenders. So that definitely happens more often now. So maybe in that sense, it has changed a little bit. But then again, in training, you have to kind of cover the whole thing, you know, whether it's crossing, whether it's shots from distance, whether it's reaction saves and stuff like that. Not really a different approach, but you just have to be mindful of everything, you know.
Yeah. The games. I know the game against Glasgow. It's really unlucky and 80.
Which one?
You won that? No.
No, we obviously there are two teams in Glasgow, Celtic and Rangers. Well, obviously more, obviously, but yeah, I think you're referring to the Celtic game where we lost 1-0, and yeah, it was unlucky in the sense that we defended well for 85 minutes, but 85 minutes is not 90 minutes, so. Some people say, if you defend for that long, eventually they're gonna score. But I think we've proven against Aberdeen, for example, where they were attacking for 90 minutes and they didn't score. So, like I said, sometimes it's just a moment of magic or the way the ball falls sometimes. And you just obviously trying your best to hold on for 90 minutes, which is something we've done recently because we had a lot of clean sheets come recently. Which is obviously
you are a really good goalkeeper.
I do have my teammates who help me as well, so that's obviously a plus. So it's it's rewarding when you you leave the pitch and you have a clean sheet because that's your work kind of done. And that's what people sometimes look at. So it's been good to get a few clean sheets recently, which is very good.
Yeah, I must stop for 1 minute. Kaisha Kicicek is in the chat. She is a pro goalkeeper from Wolfsburg and played before in Paris. So thank you for your regards. I hope to see you in Wolfsburg and train with you. And best regards to Rike as well. If you see her at the training pitch, and yeah, stay tuned. So sorry, Benny.
All good.
It's not often it's like such great goalkeepers in the chat, so it's a special moment.
Who you got after me?
For the moment, I don't know. We watch it. Yeah, we make it one time in the week. So after that, we play some FIFA with Charlie.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Charlie's. You play FIFA too, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm probably the only footballer who doesn't play, so I'm rubbish, terrible. I would put me as a striker though, just for fun in the game, just so I can see what it's like at the other side. But no, I'm rubbish. FIFA is not my game, not at all.
It's my game too, but it's with the guys and have some fun. And Charlie and his best friend, they talk a lot. And, but of course, in the end, the boss will win, and that's always me.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I saw a lot of statistics from your games. So for you, it's perfect. You play in a great team, but not in the biggest teams, and you have a lot to do and to save a lot. But if you see the statistics, you have problems with your strikers, or your strikers don't score or have so much shoots on the goal. So where's the problem? Is it the style the style of the coach, the different system, or what do you think about?
Well, I think sometimes statistics are only one side of the story. You can obviously look at statistics and say so many shots and so many saves or clean sheets or whatever. So I think we started really well the season, and then obviously as other teams didn't have as good as a preseason as we did, because I think our preseason was very long. which means we were probably. I think we started really well because we were very fit at the beginning of the season, and I do think we're one of the fittest teams in the league. But obviously, fitness doesn't really win you games. It can help you, obviously. So I think once other teams have caught up, so let's say we had 6 weeks of preparation, they might only have 4 or 3. There's going to be a massive difference, you know. So I think eventually other teams maybe caught up a little bit and got game rhythm, because obviously game rhythm is really important. You can train as much as you want. You need game, game experiences, game environment and stuff. So, and then again, it's we know we're going up a level, so there's going to be every little detail is going to be even more important. Where when you make a little mistake, it's going to get punished on big time. So. That clearance sometimes wouldn't have ended in a goal last year. All of a sudden, it's in the back of your net because you're maybe half a step too late, or as a team, you're half a step too late and stuff like that. So people punish you, because the games are so tight. They might just wait for that one opportunity, and you have to make it count. So, we know we would like to score more goals and like to get in more goal scoring opportunities and stuff, like there's no doubt, but it's sometimes hard to just say it's because of this, it's because of that. It's always a collective effort, and it might just take one game where the knot might just it might just go off and then you never look back. So it's always going to be a hard task and a kind of adjustment period when you go up a league. Because like I said, everybody's so competitive in that league. But listen, we're sitting 5th in the league, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, it's great, and your team and you're doing a great job. So how often do you all play on the game? 1 or 2 or 3 times?
What's that?
How often do you play of the game?
I don't know. In my mind, every game, but no, it's
our mind too.
But yeah, but you know what it's like if the game's 0-0 and you have a few saves, it's easy to give it to the goalkeeper. And if the game's 0-0 and the striker scores, it's easy to give it to the striker and stuff. So it's nice to get the recognition and your teammates recognize your work, or on that day you had a good day and stuff like that. But I know I can't do it without them, because one goalkeeper against 11 other players, that's going to be a pretty tough task, so and my defenders help me a lot, and the whole team defense, it starts at the front. So it's been good, but it's room for improvement.
Benjamin, I have one question. It's about the gloves. Now you're playing in a colder time than the summer. Is it different for you to develop to the ball, to catch the ball? Do you go differently to the shots, or is it similar as in the summer, or isn't there a difference?
Well, as you know, Scotland is very rainy and grey, so the balls tend to the balls tend to be a little bit more slippery. So last year's ball was a bit thicker and bouncier. So last year's ball was it felt a little bit heavier, so it was more resistance. So when we started pre-season in the first couple of games, we actually got the match ball like two days before the first game, and it was like catching like a fish. It was like, oh my god, this is really bad. And the balls are fresh out of the packet. They're pumped up. They're not even round. They're like all kinds of shapes. And then I think it rained as well. And then you're just like, oh no, this is not going to be good. So obviously you're going to go on.
But I know the problem, because you don't play with the just as goalkeeper gloves.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty happy with mine, but we might in the future have to get some goalkeeping balls actually instead of balls for strikers. I know everybody wants to see goals and stuff, but maybe we need some balls. But to answer your question, not really, because I don't think the balls fly differently in the cold than in summer. So physically, I think they do a little bit, but it's not like we play in altitude. I think if it's in altitude, it's a little bit different with the pressure and stuff. But there again, I'm no scientist and stuff. But you just feel like the balls are, generally now it's a lot wetter. It's a lot more rain. So obviously the grip has to be a little bit better. But there are little tricks you can use to kind of, you have a towel with you, or I don't want to give away my secrets, but there are a few tricks you can do to kind of prepare yourself and get your gloves in a good condition.
Which ball is the match ball in Scotland?
It's möchten. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong as well, but a little plastic ball. But it's good to kick. It's very nice to kick, which is a good thing for goalkeepers as well. But sometimes they move a little bit, but then again, every ball moves. It was fun in pre-season. We had a couple of Premier League teams come train where we train, and they had the new Nike balls, the special ball with those shapes. And then I was watching their goalie training, and then I had my, we always have a yellow ball, so I had my league ball with me, and then I took my gloves and tried to grip the Nike ball, and it was equally as bad. So they're just not the same,
You play with Royce, and you are really happy with Royce because the service is great too. With ex-pro goalkeeper, help me please.
Jörg Stiel.
Jörg Stiel from Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yes. Yeah.
The relationship.
I didn't hear the last part of your question. I heard you there, but yeah.
Only the relationship from you and Royce and Jörg. How important is he for you to help with the gloves?
Yeah, so I've been with Royce. I would say about 10 years now. And the service, like you said, is just outstanding. It's anything I need, I can just ring him up and say, listen, I want to change this, I want to have this, I want to change the grip, change the cut, anything. They try and really provide the best service for the goalkeepers. And obviously with himself being a former goalkeeper, there's always someone to talk to maybe get some ideas about training, about situations, even sometimes maybe talk to him about certain game situations. So no, the service been really, really good, and it's not just like a working relationship. I know I consider him a friend and kind of a mentor as well over all those years, and which is really, really nice to have, a good support system. So really, really happy. And today they launched a new glove today, actually. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Very, very nice.
Of course, but you play the new glove or you play with the old gloves?
No, I'm lucky to have my own individual version, so which is completely different to what the standard glove is. So I play with them for now. I still got a few left in the box, so until they're used up, and then hopefully I will change to the new 2 model, and they're very good. They make the new model however I like it, and stuff like that.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. And it's very important to have a good relationship. Last question from my side, or last 2 questions. First is, how is it at the moment with the corona? You haven't the lockdown for the moment, right?
No, we're good question. We're obviously different to the UK. Everybody knows England has more lockdown. I think yourself in Germany, it's quite strict as well.
Yes.
I know in Switzerland, it's kind of a half thing. which is similar here. So we're not in lockdown. The shops are still open, but there are regions who have stricter rules than other regions. And we have different tiers. So tier 1 is like easier restrictions, and tier 3, which Dundee is in, unfortunately, so they're a little bit stricter. But you know, for me, it's about, I only leave the house when I go to training, or you know, to go get some groceries and stuff. So it's not like I'm moving freely. So I just really leave the house only on those occasions, really.
Not even
which is obviously to the farm shop. Obviously, I have to get my food in, so I have to go to the shop. But
best food in Scotland.
Yes, absolutely. So it's you know, like everyone else, it's a little bit frustrating because we were probably expecting to have some fans by now, which is obviously, you know, the game of football is always going to be associated with fans, and you know, with England going into lockdown, normally Scotland seemed to follow their kind of scenarios, which is obviously not a good sign. But you know, fingers crossed, we'll stay relatively open and a little bit freer than other countries. But you know, like for us players, you know, there's some players who haven't seen their family in a while, or
it's just crazy.
You know, there were times where, you know, you could go to a restaurant and be surrounded by 50 people, but you weren't allowed to see your own parents or your own family. So, you know, it doesn't make sense sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. You just have to get on with it and get your head around it and move on.
So you weren't at home at Switzerland, or you were home at Switzerland?
No, I wasn't. I haven't been home for I don't know, maybe January, February, January probably. So, and you know, it's obviously the other way around. I have friends there, family there, and they would love to come and support us. You know, they were equally as excited when we got promoted. So they want to come to the stadium and watch me play, watch the team play, and obviously they miss me, I miss them, and you know, and I know some of the boys feel the same way because they obviously have family all over the country and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's football non-stop.
Yeah. For us here in Germany, we can train. You can train with one person, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks we are in the first league from the girls. We are back with Dina, so it's a good option to have some training sessions, but the most time we stay at home, of course.
Yeah. But, well, we're lucky we get tested every week, so well, the tests aren't nice, but just to have in your head, you know, you get tested and all that stuff, which is good. But you know, it's going to be, you know, hopefully there's going to be a cutoff point where all football can go back to kind of normality. But then again, in Germany, you had fans in the stadium, and now the restrictions are stricter. So that kind of shows like it's gone the wrong way, you know. And I think other countries look at that and think, oh, it didn't work in Germany, you know, it might not work with us, you know, and you know, who knows, but we definitely miss the fans. We definitely want them back. You know, I can't see why we can't have people outdoors, you know, with masks on at a lower capacity, just to support the football team, because it's something that's, you know, football is very high in Scotland, and it just gives people something to look forward to cheer to be a little bit more happy. Even if their team loses, they might be a little bit happier that they can see their team play. And you know, we have such passionate fans. They're desperate to come to the stadium.
Yeah. Normally, it's up to you.
No, yes. I have one last funny.
It's okay.
You can ask as many questions as you want.
I have one funny and positive question. It's this, Benny. You know, I don't know if you can see it. It's my football room. I have a lot of tricots from great goalkeepers, Oliver Kahn, etc. And as I am a big fan of you, I want to make this question. If Fabian and me play tonight and win against Charlie in PlayStation, if we win, that you will, I hope that we will one time win, that you give me a signature in one t-shirt of you, and I can put you to my collection. And if we lose, I will signature a pullover of just us goalkeeper and send it to you. If you want to go that bet with me.
That sounds a good deal.
Yeah.
But I need to see the game. You know, you can't just text me, hey, we won.
No. That's no problem. That's no problem. We are live. We are live at 8 o'clock. So that's no problem.
The last FIFA played was 2010, I think.
No, in the summer.
In the summer. And
I think that's the last time I bought a PlayStation as well. So.
Oh, Abby, servus. Yeah, I wrote with her in the morning, so no worries. But I asked her a situation with the farm shop. You know, I'm a big fan of the farm shop.
Absolutely, I know.
Yeah, but we miss the pancakes.
Yeah, we miss a lot the pancakes.
Yeah.
And the burger.
Normally at the end I want to sing a song because I make big fucking Benji, but no. I don't sing. I can't sing, but the next time I will write you a song for the fans. So I have those two lines for you. The fans are back. They always scream big fucking Benji.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot of good ideas. I know. Okay.
No, sounds good. So signed shirt if you win, and if you lose, just us goalkeepers top.
Exactly.
Very good.
With one pair of gloves.
Okay, no problem.
No, I'm joking.
No problem. Whatever you want.
So don't miss it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Is it going to be really bad? Because if it's going to be really bad, I might consider playing you guys, you know, because then it's bad against bad, you know.
Yeah.
Then we can actually.
The goal. That will be funny.
Yeah. Now we already talked about this. You have to put me up front. You have to put me as a striker.
Striker.
That would be
okay.
Funny. That would be better.
So I have a really great idea for our game. We play Dundee, and I put you as a striker.
Hat trick. Just saying. Hat trick.
So
easy.
So I must talk to Charlie. We need a great, same team like Dundee, but.
Damn,
yeah, well, you know, I'm not sure the FIFA does the the second league in Scotland, so I'm not sure. You know, only the good teams are in FIFA. I'm not sure we can get the other team.
We have FIFA. Yeah, we have FIFA 21, so no problem.
Okay, so they're on.
Yeah, of course.
Oh well. There's always a couple of bad teams in FIFA, so it has to be them. No problem.
So, thank you so much for your time, my friend. Hope to see you at 8 o'clock, so don't miss it.
Yeah, no, I'll be there.
And we will write after it.
Okay, man.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, man, and all the best for you. Thank you so much.
You too. Good to see you guys. And thank you, and see how you get on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, can't wait. Benny, stay tuned.
Thanks, Benny.
See you.
Gracias, amigo.
Thanks, guys. See you.